is deadliest? To find out.
Hello guys, I'm Morton, and I am going to do all the Ork limited characters by Orks, because I've been looking at the Ork codex a hell of a lot recently. I've been building an Ork list, which I will share with you pretty soon. It is a pretty generic cordy thing. And I'm also trying to do lots of different videos, because I can't decide what army to take to the tournament. I bought the new Tau codex, but I thought, do I really like Tau? I feel I can sell it on to, so it's not all doom and gloom. And I looked at Orks, and I thought, do I really like Orks? And again, I think I probably do, but then I looked at Eldar, I was like, oh, I love Eldar. And Marines, there's no all Marines. Yo, Dad! Yeah. Okay, I think my dad thinks I'm not talking to a camera, and I'm talking to my brother. Excellent. Let's start with Captain B, or Captain, as you'll say. Captain Baldruck. He is Weapon Skill 5. That's not bad. Risk Skill 2, Strength 4, Toughness 4. That's awful strength and toughness, by the way, from the Ork leader. The War Boss is 5-5. 2 wounds, that's pretty poor. Initiative 3, it's okay. 4 attacks, yeah, it's quite good. Leadership 9, it's good. And 3+ save for an Ork guy, that is unbelievable. He has a hell of a lot of war gear. He is the Inquisitor Valorer, shall we say. We'll talk about his war gear and then we'll go for his price and is he worth it at the end. He has the gold tooth armor, the Ripper, 3 power grots, a boss pole, a slugger, a chopper, and a git finder, and stick bombs. Right, let's go through in order. The god tooth armor. This means he has a 3+ save and a 5+ invulnerable. This is very, very good. Doesn't mean he doesn't need a cyborg body, and he's got a very good armor save for an Ork. Problem with 3+ is all power weapons are cutting straight through him, but it does mean that bolter fire you're pretty resilient against, and especially as he's got a measly toughness 4 and 2 wounds, you are going to want that pretty improved save. He then has Da Ripper. This is a very nice piece of gear. It's 24 inches, strength 7, AP 2, assault 3. So he is a much better git, basically. And he's an upgrade for a git squad, but it is a git top weapon, which doesn't really matter. You have got that 3+ save against it, and it won't occur that often. You're averagely getting 1 to 2 hits a turn. With generally 1. I think it'd be about 1.2 would be the average around that, which means he is averagely killing a marine a turn. This is okay, I suppose. But he then has 3 power grots. Yep, and basically they're 3 amaranths, and they're separate what's allowed for his unit, so you can get a ton of them. He's brilliant for supplying amaranths for the unit, especially when he rolls those ones and get hot. Just reroll the dice, and with 3 rerolls, you're looking pretty solid. I mean, if you miss all in one turn, you've got them all again, and it's really useful. Strength 7 is almost the highest strength of Ork weapon goes to, strength 8 being the highest. I mean, this is a brilliant anti-vehicle piece of equipment, and certainly a brilliant anti-flyer with his piss poor ballistic skill. Basically, taking down 6 is not that much of a disadvantage, and with those amaranths, especially get amaranths on top of that, even though I never advise a git unit, it can be a decent source of anti-tank and anti-flyer, and certainly anti-monstrous creature. Well, there are his. He then obviously has the boss pole, which is, you know, very good for his leadership. Take away a guy with armor save allowed, and you get to roll the moral test. His leadership 9. He'll make good effect of this. Means you won't get running gits. He then has a slugger, a chopper, which obviously pistol axe, which means when he hits, he's going in with 6 attacks. But if he's basically if he's assaulting, you buggered him up. And he's got a git finder, which means he's got ignores cover weaponry. So very good for pulling out things behind Tau gun lines, which is where a lot of people fall down. So let's look at how you get him in the army, because he's not quite like all the other ones I'll bring to you. I think, yeah, he's not. He's not elite, is he? I think gits are heavy support. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. Yes, flash gits. Right. His problem is he's got the flash git tax, and flash gits are crap. So you do not really want the flash git tax at any point when you're playing Warhammer. Basically, you can upgrade one for a whopping 135 points. That is a increase 135 points, which means he is 160 points. So, and for a guy that will fall down like that, this is a pretty poor. No, I think it's just 130. I don't think it's upgraded. 135 still. It's pretty bad. His advantages are He provides extra ammo runs to the units because they can have 3 ammo, so he will easily have a 6 ammo rank unit. He has quite a decent weapon and a nice set of armor from Ork. His downfalls are he's particularly puffy. That's if we can say that. He's really, really weak, basically. And his gun will probably try to kill him at some point. With 2 wounds, he'll be instant killed immediately, and you'll be throwing points away. But countering that, he does get lookout so rolls, but you do have to take the git tax, which to me puts him at a pretty meek and mild 5.5 out of 10. If you disagree, comment below. Let me know. Oh, cherry chomp. Right, moving on to my next HQ, Gazgal Thracker. What? Well, here's your Abaddon, your Yarrick. He is the expensive one, and he's not that bad. He is 225 points. He is weapon skill 6, brilliant. You're hitting Marines on 3s and all other Orcs on 3s, and you are, yeah, you're hitting Marine characters on 4s, doesn't really matter. Sticking with the Knob Squad with the Wild Banner, he's weapon skill 7, which means you're hitting all the Marine characters on 3s as well, which is fantastic. He's Risk skill 2, what do we expect? He won't be shooting. He's strength 5 and toughness 5 with 4 wounds. So he is the survivability god, basically. He is the lord of survivability. He then has initiative 4. Wow, that's brilliant for Ork. And 5 attacks! That is completely ridiculous. With a 2+ save. But Gazgal certainly isn't out of war gear. He has an adamantium skull, a boss bolt, a cyborg body, mega armor, stick bombs, and a big shooter. Which replaces the twin-link shooter. A big shooter is a shooter which is assault 3 and strength 5. They're the only differences there. So 18 inch, strength 5, AP 5, assault 3. So pretty good. Counters his lowest skill. Again, as I said in the last one, you get in about 1 to 2 hits. Getting 3 would be incredibly lucky. But he then has his adamantium skull. Basically, it's being headbutted by a mag train, and he gets +2 attacks when he charges. Let's say that's rage, because that's what that is. Let's just knock that up to the 7 attacks at this point now. 7 attacks on the charge is just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that will just clobber any unit at all. He then has the boss pole. For his leadership of 9, this is good. It means you stick him with a Knob Squad or a Mega Knob Squad, which is where he will be. You're making sure they don't run off the board, which is incredibly effective. He has cyborg body, 5 invulnerable. That is his downfall. I would say that is incredibly weak. We can't lie about that. In fact, that is absolutely appallingly weak. I've got to be honest. Oh, well, the adamantium skull means he's got Eternal Warrior. Just need to add that, which is brilliant. He's the only guy who's not being instant killed. But the 5 invulnerable save is appalling because the minute they see guys called the last cannons are going to go. The last cannon file hitting would be preposterous, and you can't rely on 5 invulnerables. He then has mega armor, means he gets slow and purposeful, but he has a power claw, so his strength 10, so his furious charge is useless. Saying that, he's strength 10, AP 2 on the charge, absolutely fantastic. He can rip tanks apart, he can smash anything that gets in his way. Gazgal will obliterate it. He takes Wraith Lords down with the swing of his fist. Any tank stops in his tracks. He is just absolutely brilliant. Slow and purposeful though means he cannot run or sweeping advance. It's not as bad as it used to be. He now still has his 6-inch movement. That no sweeping advance isn't too bad, to be honest. The running is a big issue though. Not being able to run means he can't use his wire. So what you find is he goes wah, and then on move 6 and Gazgal goes, oh, damn it. But you can abuse. You can get around this, stick him in the battle wagon or something. He then has stick bombs, frag grenades, and I think that's his war gear. Then let's look at his special rules. He has independent character, mob wolf, furious charge, all pretty much useless. The mob wolf's quite good, but he's going to move Knob Squads, so I suppose it'll be 11, but they're going to lose a guy. He has Prophet of the Wire. Basically, he can use once a turn. It replaces your normal wire. And all it basically means is your Orcs instantly roll 6 for their run distance. Fantastic. And the whole army becomes fearless, like it should. And he gets a 2-off invulnerable save. Then he becomes ridiculous. And I think it lasts 2 turns. Guys, well, last remainder of the play turn and the following play turn. It lasts 2 turns. Your Orcs will bomb up the board. This is a ridiculously good rule. And shame about the run. Or you get 12. You get 24 inches of Gazgul movement guaranteed. Yes, Fleet of Foot has been nerfed, but no, it is certainly not useless. Yes, Gazgul is worth it in high points games. What I was doing is he has 225 points, and for an army where you're meant to swarm with cheap crap, I think is the general idea. He does struggle a bit. The idea where you should put him is with the squad of Meganobs, so the slow and purposeful doesn't slow down the boy squad. Stick them in the battle wagon and bomb them up the field. Get to the enemy, scream wah, watch your boys bomb up behind as your enemy panics to get rid of Gazgul. And here's a battle wagon. If you want to be extra mean, stick a custom force field mech in there with 3 little runt thing. No, I think you can get one little runt thing. Repairing it every time it gets broken, and you whiz off down the board. Works very, very well. He gets 8 out of 10 because he does not really fit the Ork strategy, but in big point games, always take him. He's 225 points, by the way. Finally, next, Mad Doc Grotznik. We all want to take Grotznik. We all know we do. Grotznik is a bag and a bundle of fun. He is everything that makes the Orks, and he does have a model. It's just not in Finecast. You have to find it more clever. Right. Mad Doc Grotznik, stat line weapon skill 5, meh. This skill 2, I'm not saying meh. Strength 4, that's not bad. Toughness 5, good. 3 wounds, good. Initiative 5, 4 attacks, leadership 9, and a 4-up save. Good. The 4-up save is very, very useful. There is no actual reason he has a 4-up save, given he doesn't have heavy armor. We'll just presume he's really tough, and his skin provides a better save, because it's not 6-up. He, of course, has a lot of war gear and a lot of rules, and he's very unusual. Mad Doc Grotznik has a power claw for free. Good start. A free power claw, you can't really go wrong. I really like power claws. And because on the charge he is strength 10, and being charged he is strength 8, so charging vehicles he will rip them apart, as well as Gazgul. He has 4 attacks, and of course that means 5 on the charge. Power claw being a specialist when you don't get it. He has a slugger, so he has a little pistol, pew pew, 12-inch puny little thing. He has an Urty syringe. That is the let me check the rules now. Urty syringe is a reasonably useful piece of weaponry. It's a poison weapon basically, which you can use in a assault. It's poison that always runs on a 4+, and it's not specialist, this piece of war gear, so you will get the bonus attack, but you'll be using the power claw. Can't use both. You can't like poison your power claw and smack them around the head with it. So that power claw will never need worse than a 4 to wound, so there'll be no point. He then has Doc's tools. He gives through no pain to his unit. Big plus for thingamajiggy. He can be hilarious. Mad Doc Grotznik if run with the right build. Absolutely hilarious. Him and a custom force field can really bring a good horde forward. Him with 30 boys, and then the custom force field as well. You just roll more dice than your opponent sees, and they will hit the battle lines. Yes, basically, the feel no pain is the main advantage of Grotznik, and he's very good at it. Let's go back to the actual man himself. Grotznik also has Cyborg Body, so he gets 5-up and vulnerable save for free. So he has his 4+, 5-up, or 5-up, 5-up. Making him actually quite survivable with toughness 5. He can take the hurt, Grotznik. And of course, in unit, he takes a lot of lookouts. So he has basically like 5 4-up, but you probably have to walk to 20 4-ups. Then his own 4-up if 20 of those fail, and then a 5-up. He's very hard to kill. His special rules are independent character, Furious Charge, and Wah. Of course, he has the Wah rule. We all know they do. So he can benefit from it. He's not slow and purposeful. His special rule also is 1 Sculpture of Medpack. Any he joins is fearless. I'll bring on to a really funny strategy with him in a minute. And they have to move straight at the enemy. Now, the problem with this is that if against fast armies, you find your Grotznik goes around in circles. Bike, I'll charge, and my 6 inches, boom, bike, charge over the Eldar will just run right, and you'll spend this guy having a game in circles, getting very pissed off, and he'll just run his own and get shot out. So, if you want to use Grotznik, you've got to play him with a big horde, where the main aim is just to go straight towards the enemy, and that means that the whole army will be going straight forward, and he doesn't mind, or you could put him in a truck. All quite useful things. He comes in at a very reasonable, I believe. I think he comes in at 160. Right, and his special is that big dock, and it basically means that he can give any model in the army a 5 of invulnerable save. People say, oh, how could this will give Gretchens a 5 invulnerable save? Now here's the fun thing you can do with Gotsnip. Orc armies, I like to have in my army just a front line of cannon for the Gretchen. Now, how can you make this really effective? Okay, you stick Grotsnick in there with your 30 men. You can then got all your Gretchen and I've got through no pain. This is wasted because I've got such crap toughness. I'm not saying this is perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Then they all have 5 of them vulnerables because you paid for them. And your opponent goes, well, we'll just mow through that front Gretchen line. And then you've got a custom force build. And it takes them a hell of a lot longer than they thought they would ever need to take to destroy 30 Gretchen. Because you have 2 5-up saves. I'm not saying it's perfect because it's not. The best place for Grotsnick is in one of your blobs of 30 boys. He replaces the knob with a power claw because he is a knob with a power claw, just better. And you charge your boys up. You've got the custom force field near, and you still have the horde of shit Gretchen. Basically, he works wonders. He's one of my favourite HQ's choices. 106 points. He's very reasonable. Yes, he's a lot more than a pain boy. Does he make it worth it? Still so. He makes it worth it 8 out of 10 in my opinion. I'll get one more done. Next one on the list is Wazdaka Gutsmeg. He's an interesting choice for army. Here we go. Weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 2, strength 4, toughness 6 now. The bracket makes no difference. Instant death, everything is toughness 6. Excellent. Very survivable at toughness 6. Bolt guns need 6s. Last guns need 6s. Basically, Imperial stuff needs 6s. You will not be hurt very easily. In Assault, they will need 6s. Gretchen can't hurt you. Yay! Anyway, right, 3 wounds. 3 reasonable. Initiative 3, awful. But he's got power claw, so that's fine. 4 attacks, very good. Leadership 9, highest for an orc. And a 4+ save because of his bike. And that also becomes a cover save. He rides the bike of the apocalypse. Mech's tools. He's so versatile, this guy. A slugger, a power claw, a boss pole, a custom mega blaster, and stick bombs. Let's go through. All gear. Go in order. The bike of the apocalypse. It follows the rules for standard bike. So basically, on the front, he gets a. Well, he actually doesn't. He replaces Daka gun. We'll come to that in a minute. Here's the Daka cannon. Basically means he gets +1 toughness, a 4+ save, so on the profile. And it means that when he moves, or if he doesn't move, he gets 4+ cover save. Absolutely fantastic. You will need this. He is brilliant in bike armies. That 4+ cover save is very, very useful for the survivability with toughness 6 and 4+ cover save. This guy works wonders, especially with a feel no pain thing with him. Always give feel no pain. Orcs are so good at giving feel no pain to their elite stuff. Always do it. Orcs with feel no pain are great. Make sure this guy has feel no pain with them. Because then you should have got that 4+5 up. Always got his 4+5 up, unless they've got rules cover weaponry. Flash gets, but no one brings those. Right. Also, he can turbo boost and still fire his weapons that turn. That is good. This FQ can fire 1 weapon. That is so good because it means he flies up the field firing. And his gun is very good. It's the Daka cannon. 24 inches strength, 8 AP 4, assault 4. You are averagely going to get 1 to 2 with a much higher chance of getting into the 2 range. That's what I'm going to say to you there. That is what you're probably going to get with this guy. Strength 8, or it's going to be wounding, and you'll be instant killing marine characters. You don't have Eternal Warrior. And he's really, really useful. His power claw means he is strength 10 in the assault charge, strength 8. No, when he charges, strength 8 when he is charged. Meaning he can absolutely obliterate tanks. His mech's tools mean he can fix vehicles, stop the immobilized, destroy the weapon destroyed on a 4-up. Wow, this guy is very, very effective at everything. I can't see where you can really go wrong with him. I'll check his points, but I think he's 180. I think he's really cheap. I remember checking for him being really surprised. Whereas Daka, he is only 180. His boss pull, of course, means that your bikes won't be running away as much. He has all the standard rules, I'm not going through any of them. He also has a custom Mega Blaster. Don't fire it. It's 1 shot. It gets hot. It will hurt him. Do not fire this custom Mega Blaster. You are stupid if you do. And you need him because he is the bike boss. And bikes then get taken as troops. Okay. Bike army, this guy gets 10 out of 10 because he's the essential. Non-bike army, he joins the ranks of the 8 out of 10s. He is the Apart from Gazgul, he's the most survivable. He packs the weirdest range of stuff. Problem is, it's almost too weak. There's my issue with him. Couple of issues are, he's only a 4-up, so it will be negated by a hell of a lot of weaponry. He's going last in the assault. Apart from that, that toughness 6 makes him really, really tough. And that 4+ coverage, so if he'll get there, he will put on the hurt. He does get 8 out of 10. Well, this is the first half of my Ork HQ video. This is Warren Morton. Like, and I'm out.